Yeah, I'm from India. My name is Anton Cruz. Um, Actually, I was a Catholic priest in the past. Uh, so, 14 years in the Bible college and 9 years in my priesthood, like a priest. So, almost like a 23 years, I was brought up in the Catholic to become a priest. That means the call to preach, the call to the church. But something happened in my life, changed to go to the children, go to the street. It's a big transformation in my life. So today, God called me to the orphans, street children, and children who have no one to love. That's my calling. So it was in 1987, my life changed. There's one small baby came into my hand, and that baby changed my life. So it was a girl baby, and there was two children came to me, and they said, there's a baby here. So they picked up the baby and gave it to me, and it was a girl baby. And the children said, you are a father, and this child has no father. Can you take this baby to your church and give milk? And that word really touched me. He said, you are a father. This child has no father. In the Catholic Church, I was called as a father. So that really touched my heart. I'm a father, but I don't know how to love babies. So that God began to speak to me. You can preach to 10,000 people, 20,000 people, but can you love a small baby? That came into my heart, and God began to speak to me. So after seeing this baby, I went to my place and started crying for 3 days, asking God why the baby died in my arms. I took the baby, but the baby died. Just born baby. I saw the embryonic cord here. Just died. I asked God, why the baby died in my arms? Should have died on the floor. And the third day, I had a dream that Jesus began to speak to me. Go to the streets, pick up my children. I'm a father. Go to the streets. I will shake the nations through my children. My children, they will pray. They will preach. They will heal. They will prophesy. They will plant churches. They will bring end time message, which was absolutely impossible for me. I was brought up in philosophy and theology. Never talk of children. Children, babies, go to the street. I'm a preacher. But Lord, why? But it was very clear. The small child told me, he said, this child has no father, you are a father. That really broke my heart. 2 years waited upon God, and God confirmed me very clearly. Then I left the Catholic Church. It's not because I hate them, but I received a new call to the streets, children, orphans. So I began to go to the streets, pick up babies, children. That's how I started with the 2 children from the leopards. So the call to the orphans. Our God is a father. So that's how I started my ministry. Started with 2 children, and today in India we have more than 10,000 kids, and other nations more than 23,000 children praying generation. So the call given to me is not simply giving food to the children. So that's the time I just met Mother Teresa. So she also invited me to be a father in her congregation. But the thing is, I found she's doing a very good job. Food, shelter, everything, providing everything for children and the poor. But my call is more than that. I want the children not only getting food and shelter and education. I want the kids to know Jesus and love Jesus and to walk with Jesus. So the call given to me is my children will pray. So raise up a praying generation. Raise up a worshiping generation. My children will preach. I want the children to preach gospel. My children will plant churches. I want my children to be pastors, God's servants, and the world shakers, leaders. This is my dream, I would say, my ambition in my life. So I started my journey. And today, my children, they are shakers. They pray day and night, 24 hours today. The call to orphans. But one thing God wants, one man. God needs one person. So I have to come out and say, yes, Lord, I'm ready. So that's the big sacrifice I made. And today, I see the children today becoming real power in my ministry. So the children, we give them food, we give them a home. So when the babies, till they finish their college, universities, they are with me. In my home, I have 100 children in my home. So 23 years, we live with the kids. So we have many orphanages. So today, God has called me to the higher level. The basic thing is they need food, they need education. So all my children have food, education, prayer. So not only food and education, our children pray. Our children, we are the top wonderful worship teams, shakers, when they pray and worship. So the children today, they have food, education, and a very good education. They have so one of the areas for me is a prayer department, another one is education department. So children pray, and everyone should go to school, up to the college. So I have many schools, 150 community schools. And I have many, even international, 4 international schools. So we have many education department. Everyone should go to school. The reason why I want the school, in India we call the caste system, the lowest caste. My children belong to lowest caste. They cannot move with the high caste. So now my children, they come to the school and to the university and they even to media, so they come to the high class. My children now get married. So because they are engineers, media person, many children now, media person, engineers, doctors, nurses, teachers. So when they come to that level, they get married to the higher caste people. So the caste system in India is broken. So this is my heart. The kids, they are on the street. They are like me. It's justice. When I do this ministry, it is not charity. That's the thing when I went to even Mother Teresa. It was good charity. But what I do is a justice. These children should have education. It is their justice. I'm robbing their right. So we have everything I want to give to them. So these kids today, they are engineers. Prostitute kids today, they are engineers. So when they come back to me, I'm an engineer, I'm a nurse, I'm a media today. I'm very happy. The caste system is broken. Temple prostitute kids can come and tell me, my mother was a temple prostitute, you took me out, otherwise I would have been prostitute, but today I'm an engineer. Then they come to the Lord. So that's a platform. We make a platform for them. We give them good education, and then we give them Jesus. It's not only food, it's not only education, something they need is Jesus. This is what I saw in my ministry. It's not just a social work, yet they need food. But more than that, every child needs Jesus. Every child needs love. It needs God's love and our love. And every child is a leader. This is the one thing I took in my ministry. Because people think children are like entertainers, are looking at something, receiving. No, every child is a leader. Even from age 4, you can see my kids, even 3. I put them on the platform. They pray, they sing, they preach, they take a violin, they get cello, they get a computer, laptop, iPad, and they take a camera. Everyone, I give to them, whoever wants. They can choose anything. They can be teaching. So from small children, you can see them. I give a platform for them. In the Catholic Church, I was just holding everything as a father, as a priest. But today, I never come into the front light. Frankly speaking, I don't want to come into this TV show. Even my daughter, I told her to come. She said, no. This is one of our calling. We don't want to show our face. We want to show the face of Jesus. Second one, we want to show the face of these kids. They have no platform, nobody look at their face. So today my kids, TV pro shows, my kids, everyone knows my kids, not me. Because we are fathers to release this generation. So when we are holding the platform, this generation cannot come. So my kids, even though they're small, I tell them, come on, encourage them. I take them, give them a microphone, I give them a camera. $15,000 one camera, I have the small kids carrying. Why? They belong to my God. He's a rich God. He called these kids. He's a father. Everything belongs to these kids. Whatever God has given to me belongs to them. I should share with them. So I give a platform today. So one is a prayer ministry. That's one thing very, very strong in my ministry, prayer ministry. They pray day and night. We have a house of prayer, children house of prayer. We have prayer tower. I think the whole world, the only children house of prayer who has a prayer tower is my ministry, I would say.